Hello everybody, good afternoon. Marie Abanga here. Wow. Marie Abanga, your lawyer and psychotherapist specializing in mental health and relational wellness. Your motivational speaker, inspirational author and more. Okay, let's talk about it. Is becoming a widow tantamount to a slow death sentence? Let's talk about it. Mary's plight. I call her Mary's plight. That's the case at hand for me. And I think I want to really talk about this, and I hope some other platforms take this up, and let's talk about it. Wow. I don't know if being a woman, or I don't know if it's a problem. I don't know how women threaten humanity, because women are the ones who have the children now. But now, if you have to be a threat, then it means that maybe you better not be a woman, or you be a free woman, right? Like myself. I don't know. I want to play this song by Lucid Gang. I just feel like the topic is heavy. It's heavy for me, so I want to play it. Play a song so that I can now start talking without feeling too bad and all of that. So please give me 1 minute. Let me look for the song. I want to play Show Love. I don't know. Whoa. I'm just seeing her sitting there, and I'm like, where? Mary. Oh, no. Not easy, eh? Ha! You marry problem. You don't marry problem. Oh, wow. This one is still by that Lucy Gang, but it's titled Take Back Your Love. No, I don't want Take Back Your Love. I want Show Love. Yeah, here they are. Show Love.
Yeah. Let's show them love. Thanks, hope for abuse. Once again, my head beats fast. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? No, just a minute. We influence every day, talk about change. Things just the same, every day talk about the living faith. People dying like rain falling. Oh God, they say show love, but they show hate. Oh no, daddy, mommy, where you at? We share the same blood, bet you know how they feel, cause love's our only vision, and that's a mission. And show them love, that's all we ask. Give them love, that's all we ask. People dying so innocent, damn, lot of tears in my eyes, you can't understand. When the love we talk about, you can't understand. Too much hating, I don't even know where you stand. Gunshots, only foreign people dying, show them love. We in pains, I have a full of pains. We in chains, it's all about the pains. Pains I can't explain, what's the plan to break the chain? Let's show them love. Heaven's up and dropping down tears. From above, it's dropping down. A lot of tears, it's dropping down my eyes. Dropping down my eyes. Too much when I'm losing weight. People love the shrink hate. They invest boom. Only souls in the bed, got the prison code, got the needing love, show them love. We're the same, take a moment, anxious to fix you. How you feel? Show them love. We have to love, yeah. There's so bad inside of me. the sky, all I see are tears drops. Heaven cries, yeah, heaven cries. Look at what we've done to our promise burning. Moving back to back, bringing back the old. All this to life, we've got the wounded hearts, yeah, losing soul. Heaven up with fear, with tears, dropping down the tears, yes, dropping down my eyes, dropping down my eyes,
There's so bad inside of me. See people lying like this. Show them love. That is not with me. It's our country, let's show them love. Leaving us one is our dream. That is not with me.
Let's heal the world. Let's make it a better place for you, for me, and the entire human race. There are people dying. You care enough for a living. Let's make it a better place for you, for me. Many have become refugees. Many have run to the bushes. Others have lost their families. This is not how it's supposed to be. They let us know it's coronavirus. Everyone is obliged to wear a face mask. What's going on? What's going on? Lord have mercy.
There's so bad inside of me. See people lying like this. Show them love. That is not with me. It's our country, let's show them love. Leaving us one is our dream. That is not with me. There's so bad inside of me. See people lying like this. Show them love. That is not with me. It's our country, let's show them love. Leaving us one is our dream. That is not with me.
Thanks for abuse.
You're welcome. Okay,
Country, let's show them love. Leaving
okay. Hi, Gladys. Hi. Hi everybody. Thank you for joining. Well, they've just cut light, so okay. So I want to talk about. I just want us to talk about it and to keep thinking about it. Is it a crime to be a widow? Is it a bad thing? Is it something to be so scared of? In short, how can you be a widow if you don't get married? So that means that maybe marriage is a bad thing after all? I don't know. Well, because the way I see some widows, I know that there are some who don't live, sorry lives and stuff like that. I've known a few too who live their best lives after their husbands passed away. I know some. I remember there was even a group once in Mutengene called Happy Widows. I mean, I was still maybe in the university or something, and I just know that people used to instead talk about them, like to criticize them, like to say, oh, they are wasting their late husband's property, they are into new relationships now, they are living their best lives. And I think it was like that was an abomination. Like, if your husband dies, you just have to just sit you there and wait until your own time comes. Or in short, fall into the grave. Let them bury you with him to know how much you miss him and how much you are not responsible for his death. Because I'd never met a woman who had been accused. I had just heard and I had watched movies. But to say one woman comes and tells me in tears and her husband is not yet even buried, or the late husband, but she's like, she doesn't even know if she can survive up to that burial. In short, for a woman to do this kind of thing, look, I'm having goose pimples just talking about it. That was yesterday. I was like, is this the only woman in this country whose husband dies and even before they bury him, you're already feeling like your life is finished? And why? Especially because the pressure is not coming from, I don't know, it's coming from the families. I don't know if her own family is part of the problem, or the pressure. But she was talking about her in-laws, and this woman, I call her Mary's Plight. It's really Plight. Because she got married, she's 46. She got married when she was 30. Okay. First of all, she was already labeled an old woman. You know, when you get married at 30 in this country as a woman, you're an old woman. What were you waiting for? What do you mean by you were going to school, or you are not found a husband, or no man had found you to marry? No. There should be something wrong with you. When I remember when Amy Banda used to organize some reach out for widows. I don't know if she still does it. I attended 2 events. Once I was even a speaker, and the women used to talk, share their experience, and one actually spoke, and I felt so bad that day. She said how in her case she really loved the man. They were so happy together, but there was so much pressure from the family because, well, she got married late, and they had some problems conceiving, and so by the time they were having 3 children, the man was dying, and the man said that nobody should maltreat his wife after she dies. They should leave her to take care of those children and everything, but they still maltreated her anyway. And so she was so happy for the food that she was getting that day, just some rice and gano oil and savon, stuff like that. I was like, what? 3 small children. You just have a small house somewhere that you and the man built and everything. And for that particular woman, as is Mary's case, they had no marriage certificate. So she did not even know where to start. So once they kicked her out, she just went her out, and she was living with her family, and the family was just treating her their own kind of way because they're disappointed in her, of course, that you went and got married, or you went and was living with somebody, you have 3 children, maybe when you were living with him, you were not giving us anything or whatsoever, and then now they have died and you are bringing all of those 3 children back here. Please go and try your best elsewhere. So I could just imagine how challenging and frustrating it was for this widow. But to say sit in front of one and see her and hear her story, see her cry, I was like, hey. So if they don't kill you in that marriage, if they don't even kill you during just simple follow, they can as well kill you after the man dies. Because for me, this is slow death. How do you sleep? That is why Mary came to me. She cannot sleep. The man died 4 days ago. She cannot sleep. She doesn't know when he will be buried. Nobody is telling her nothing. They are just telling her that she should know what has happened to the man. After all, the man died suddenly, and so it should be poisoning, or it should be heart attack. It should be anything. Nobody wants to hear nothing. First of all, she got married at 30. She got pregnant at 40. So you can imagine that from 30 to 40, it was like, barren woman, ballock woman, useless woman, worthless woman, all kind of thing woman. And yeah, well, the man he has a son, he has another child from outside, plus his niece, and they are all living in that house. And well, the man doesn't care, or the man did not. Why am I even talking about it? Like the man is still like, the man did not care. He stopped like 1 year ago to care about her, any food, no nothing. That is just for the food part. For the sex part, the man stopped like 2 years or 3 years ago to even touch her. In short, they stopped sleeping in the same room, but they were living in the same house. And then, well, she did not go. She'll go to where? What did she have? But it's not like she had nothing. Oh, she's working. This is why I was talking about domestic violence the other day and saying that sometimes it's not even the women who are not working, illiterate, who are being so abused and who cannot go. Sometimes people like us, you are like, hey, you go now, what will people say? You have been through so much. You are like, no, let me just stay me here, because if I go now, they'll say, you have stayed there until you have even had 1 son. Now you want to leave him and go. So it was fire in that house. Then she stopped talking. And so their relationship or their marriage deteriorated. But they were still there, living together, putting face. Who knew? How could she know? She herself has high blood pressure. She has everything, And then now the man has died. She cannot sleep. She called me on, yesterday was Thursday, on Wednesday. So I was like, I could not make up time. Thursday, she had to come at 5. She finally came at 6:30. In short, when I was thinking she would not come again, I was about to go. Everybody had left this office. That's when she came. Looking like, if I don't even know how to just look at people until they can calm down, she's frantic. I just wrote to her again now, or was that she said, she's there. The only reason she's still alive, she has not drank medicine, is because of her son. But if they take that son from her, she's killing herself. She had insisted that they should go and get married, civil status, for where? Turning it around. Since she was barren, what was there to? The man was always using that against her, like, why should I waste my time to go and marry you? Why? I don't want to marry you. I will not until you carry a child. In the meantime, before she started this other job, she was first working somewhere else for 7 years. So she had some money. At that time, she kept believing that, well, things will work out. So she was giving the man her money some, because the man, they were building a small house somewhere there in Bonaberi. Women, love. Yeah, well, some will say they're not on Facebook, so they don't know. Or they're in some meetings where people tell them different things I don't know. Or I don't know. I'm speaking in English like this. I also speak in Pidgin. I don't know. I don't know how we can raise awareness. Women, stop going into these marriages without thinking. Stop going without getting certificates. Stop getting property together without any. Look, I'm on one file for another woman. I'm like, will this file come to an end? After one step, the next step. After one step, the next step. Either you protect yourself, or you just forget about it altogether. But now she doesn't want to. She's like, no, then what happens to my son? What happens to my son? I don't know how to tell her that. I bet just forget about it now. You have a job. Just go and work your small work and take care of that. Then, but if they take the son from me now, well, what do I tell her? At least thank God this child is just 5.5 years, so we can fight that one out. But before we finish to fight it out, village people, they can do anything. Hey! I was just looking at Mary like that. I was like, hey. So if I had stayed married and God forbid something happened, would that have been my plight? I mean, in my case, well, I have a certificate and all of that, but sometimes when families want to make your life living hell, whether you have certificate or not, I don't know the other women who have gotten married, had marriage certificate and even land title, names on land titles, and they have still put them through hellfire. I remember not too long ago, I saw one woman whose husband had died abroad there and stuff, and she was saying how she had moved on, and I think she was now in another relationship and everything. Hey! Some comments, and there were not even many comments, just to tell you how either people read and they were like, see that one, or people did not read. I mean, I saw the way even just a small child was just sharing some update of hers. She wants to be a child model or something, and people were insulting and saying how she's a prostitute and how she's like her mother and everything. So it's like, hey, women, Last year or 2 years ago, see, I'm even getting teary already. I attended a funeral. It was the wife who died. And that day, I wrote a post when I came back. I titled that post, Double Standards or What? I was sitting near some people and they were talking and sympathizing with the man and saying, thank God that all their children are grown up and out of the house. But then he is now old. Who is going to take care of him? And I was like, when they're small children, you need somebody to help you take care of those small children. When they're all grown and they have left the house, you need somebody to take care of you. You know, so like, it's just okay for a man to have somebody to take care of something around him. Take care of the children, take care of you. Yeah, well, but a woman, your husband dies, you need somebody to take care of you? What? Let nobody hear that you were even seen in the company of some man in a kind of way, even if it was just discussion. Our laws are, of course, very discriminatory. For a woman, widow's right, I don't have my code here, but I think it's like 10 months or something like that. Then you can move on. There's nothing there for the man. It is specific, widow. Widow is woman, it's not man. That means that man, maybe because they say polygamy, so maybe his next wife, or maybe the one he was just planning to marry, she can even attend that funeral and even sit next to him. Is that not what we encourage in society? One person wrote on that post. I have not even read that post. You know, I was with my tutor and I was working on other things, so I'm not gonna check my post. But when I wrote the post in the morning, I saw a comment. Someone was asking why the woman's family don't come to fight property when the woman dies. Because seriously, if you people were married legally and you signed joint property, all what you people have, it belongs to both of you. So if a woman dies, her family has a right to come and say, okay, give us the 50 that belong to our daughter. How many families will do that? Una go and bury una daughter quietly, cry una loss, take even the children, you know, to raise them, so that the man is free to start again and have second family, third family. But when the man dies, woman, if you even stay in that house until after they bury that man, then you're a lucky woman. And if they leave you there in peace for years after, you're a superwoman now. I once watched an episode on the Goreti experience, and they were talking about grieving, and her guests used the example of her mom, because they were talking about grieving. And of course, when you are talking about grieving, you are also looking at, well, grieving the loss of a spouse. And her guest was talking about her mom, the way her mom grieved her husband or their father, and how other widows came around to support her mom, and that the mom did not have to go through some of those widows' rights. Whether they will wash you with the water that they wash the cups, whether you will drink what, and you will sleep where, and all of those things. And poor Mary, the husband is the late husband was a Bamileke man. She's from the littoral region, so she does not even know their tradition very well. And she says that it was a bush faller man and stuff like that, so he was not so close to the village and everything. This is the kind of time they're waiting for you now. I know my people now. I have Bamileke blood, whether I'm Bangwa or not. We are the same kind of people. It's now like this that they will show you that thing that people were staying there in Douala, making like you are whatsoever. You will bring that corpse here. You will stay with that corpse. You will prove to us that you have nothing to do with it. If she's already seen amber, just now that corpse is still in mortuary, I cannot even start to think about the type of amber she will see when they take that corpse to the village. After all, now like these people don't care about corona anymore, so they do what they have to do. Hey! Where? Ha! If widowhood was not challenging and painful, just by living on and trying to, just provide food for your children, at least if you even have the house, you're living in the house with those children, then it will just be providing food for them and maybe paying their school fees. Maybe the man's pension was, a man, maybe when the man is alive, the two of you, if you are hustling together, then it may be better. But if one person dies, then it's only one person's hustle remaining. If the person's pension starts to pass, and that one is another level, it will still not be enough to live at the same standard you were living before. So you have to cut it down. and then maybe the family will, one or two people will move in, you know. So the smaller you have to manage, and they may want you to still give them some, thinking that maybe the pension is already passing, or they may even just kick you out. Go. Have we not heard stories? Have we not watched movies? Women whose husband died, they had 5 children, they kick you out. You go with those 5 children, you try your best, whatever happens, and then, well, those children grow up and maybe become something tomorrow, and one of them wants to get married, and then you see those in-laws, they'll show up. Hey. When we will talk, they will say whether it's feminism or whatsoever is climbing on our head. What can I say? Now my neck carrying my head now. Me, I'm not looking forward to becoming a widow again. So I'm not even looking forward to getting me married again. So no, I don't. Seriously. I'll stay me like this. Nada like this. No. You can be on good terms even with the man. The man dies and you see hellfire. Just imagine that you were not on good terms. This is super hellfire now for that woman. I mean, for a woman to come and see me when they have not even buried their husband. Nah. I say I've never heard, not to talk of sin, in my 2 years of practice. And she found my number online. That means she had been actively looking for, even before the man died, she had been looking for somebody to talk to, some help. Because the people she kept going to were just telling her, hey, just tie her, just tie her. Look at where tie her has led her to. Look at where tie her has led her to. If she had found my number before everywhere, what could I have told her? Because sometimes when they say tie her, well, the women too want to tie her. I don't know me how she'll get out of this dilemma. I don't know. This is when people need prayers. Nobody just talk. This is when prayers like that. I told her that I'll pray for her, my own small kind that I know. And then, well, she had already lost her complete faith in God. You know, after having spent 10 years looking for a fruit of the womb. So she's like, nah, if God was up there, he would see my pain and he would give me a child. All she wanted was a child. Because for some women, having a child in an abusive relationship is like their only consolation. So instead of going, you want to stay and then have something that can at least give you some consolation in that suffering. That is how much we like suffering, maybe. Like we see amber already, but you are still praying to just have a child in that amber, so that that child can be your consolation. And so somebody will say, hey, 16 years, is it now that? Well, that is what happened. She did not live. For 10 years, she was praying for a fruit of the womb. She was supporting, she was tying hard. For 10 years, she was tying hard. It was not rosy. It was rosy maybe for 6 months or 1 month. That's what she said. And I don't think that should be exaggerating. Even if it was rosy for 1 year, 2 years, I don't even know. I don't think that in our African culture, if you get married more than 6 months, you don't have a child, wahala is starting. You don't get pregnant, wahala. Because for us, pregnancy is the mark of your womanhood. You get married, you don't get pregnant after 6 months. What you don't marry so? What are you talking about? I know a woman, family, close, for 12 years, no child. Hey, her husband, if her husband was not the husband she had, somebody would have died. He fought his family. I say he fought. They even brought another one to the house. He said, take that one out. He said, no way. God's time is the best until God bless them with 2, not 1. And then people are calm now. But I know I grew up seeing it. So it's not something that I myself, when I got married, me, I had miscarriage after 5 months. Hey, what? Go to the village, we have to wash you. If not, you cannot again. And no, me, I want grandchildren. 5 months. So if the second one had come and gone again, hey, witchcraft. So I cannot even imagine staying for 10 years. She did not tell me how many times she miscarried. She just said that she kept conceiving and losing. I don't know me how many. I could not be asking those kind of questions. I was just listening to her and looking at her and just crying and praying and said, God, 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 God. Mama. And I don't know. Me, I cannot talk me about church anymore, but those are places that people go to and people really listen what people say there. I don't know whether they talk about things like this. I spent 5 months somewhere I did not hear. For all the years I was also in the Catholic Church, I did not hear. I don't know the kind of things that, I don't know how you want to be close to people if you cannot address some of the issues that they really go through with. Is it enough to just gather widows and share things, give them food, or even talk about their treatment even before one becomes a widow? Let even the families hear and know that, no, it's not good what you are doing now. It's not good. Don't wait for people to come with problems and then you start trying to solve the problems. Instead, try to avoid problems by preaching, living in peace in your relation, all those things that we are talking about now. If they did not shoot people, we would have been talking about mental health. So things have to happen like that. Saga, shock, bam. And then we're like, hey, me man here. And then so people even still be fighting about who is to blame, blah, 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 blah. Let's talk about living in peace. Let's talk about not treating widows this way. Let's talk about these kind of things before another person's husband dies and then they are left in limbo. And see, all these people talking, don't you all have mothers? If they treat your mother like that, would you like it? Those in-laws treating women like that, they themselves have mothers now. So they don't mind if they treat their own mothers that way. I sometimes wonder this whole thing about women abuse. I'm like, that is a mother, just like it could be your own mother. How? The way I love my mother. That is why even when my mother-in-law started off being anyhow, I was like, no, she's his mother. Me, I have my own mother. I cannot disrespect his mother. And maybe that is why she was quick to realize that I don't have any beef with her. And so we are friends now. Like after 9 years after, well, we are still friends. She sends me food. I send her money. I'm like, whether I remarry or not, I respect her. She's their grandmother. She's a mother. How can I do that to even my I mean, God forbid, I don't even have a son who is married and all of that. But if I become a mother-in-law and then something happens and my daughter-in-law becomes a widow, that I will go and be raising hell and making her go through some kind of practices and making her try to prove that she did not kill her husband and fight over her child. I want to take that child and do what? Marriage certificate or no marriage certificate? Hey, Mercy, you were in bush now. You were in bush. You were lucky. They did not tell you things. Because maybe they didn't kick you out physically, but they did not tell you things. I don't know. I seriously don't know. Thanks for sharing, my dear. Well, thank God for your husband. Yes, it's very important. But now, Mercy, if that kind of husband dies now, and you do not have backbone in the family, what will you do? Because what I will say, God forbid, God does not forbid, everybody will die. And you don't know who will die before the other person. Maybe men don't bother because if you die, you die now. You know, marry new one. You know, move on. That's something that who will say what? Is there any amount of time that the man should wait before he gets married? If he even stays, somebody will be like, hey, whoa, 1 in a million, lucky man. He protected you. You see now, if he did not protect you, there were wolves coming now. Yes, I was married, darling. I was married for 6 years. Well, Mary. At 46, with a small child, 5.5 years old, at 46. Your husband dies, and your biggest worry is that you cannot sleep. You are scared they will take your child away from you, and that you are being accused of having a hand in his death. Later, you can keep your money, go. I feel so sorry for Mary. I really, really do. I don't even know where to refer her to. I don't know of an organization, because she's French speaking. So, I mean, if she was English speaking, maybe I could reach out to one of it. I don't know. I'll ask her later, not now, right? If she wants to just join a group of widows, she can. God should only protect her. He should. God, wherever you are, I beg you, now case that. But you know, the mental health we are talking about is something that before you calm down, you can do anything. I mean, she is in such a fragile state that she can actually commit that suicide now. It's like they should take every weapon away from her. Somebody has to be with her. She needs help. But it is in moments like this that nobody is helping you. People are thinking about what they can get out of your misery, how more miserable they can make you, how you have to stand up for yourself. Your own family too may be afraid. They may be like, I don't know much about all of that. You know, I mean, we have to talk again. I'm just like, how much can I get involved now? It's only if she opens up that I can. Yesterday was just her talking. Okay, we just briefly chatted today. If she feels like chatting again in the evening, we will chat. If she feels like having another session, but now it's not also time that, as she said, even just leaving to come here yesterday was like, she just became stubborn. Because you know how when your husband dies, you are supposed to be sitting on that floor there in the parlor or the chair wearing the black clothes and all of that. Don't go nowhere until they bury him. And so you don't sleep 24/7 because people come in anytime, and then at night you cannot sleep because when you close your eyes you are revisiting the whole trauma. It's coming, and so it's like some devils coming at you, so you are not sleeping. And the baby is there 5.5. The baby is also traumatized, so you are up with that baby. During the day you are up because people are coming. So that is like you are not sleeping, and you don't have quiet because during the day people are coming, noise, wah, wah, wah. At night you are not sleeping because you are getting echoes in your head. That is until they go to the village and bury, until they do widow's right, until. So she was just stubborn to come yesterday, and that's why she was even late. So I don't know when she will find the next time to come again. Is that not slow death? What kind of life is that? For how long? For a woman who has lived in kind of prison for 16 years. This one, is it not the worst part, or which part is it? Is she the only woman? What are we doing to our women like that? Goreti, thank you for watching. Please, one day we will have serious widow something. I don't know which widow you will have or how many widows you have who will come and talk. Yes, about tradition, even about religion. I don't know. What does the Bible say about widowhood? I don't know. Or is it only tradition? What are people basing themselves on to treat people this way? Sometimes you want to make like, I'm not concerned. After all, my mother is not a widow. Me, I'm not a widow. My sister is not a widow. So no. So I'm just talking now. I'm just raising my own kind of awareness too. Please keep Mary in your prayers. You don't just pray like that. And for those widows who are living their lives, who have moved on, thank God for you. Be talking more now so that maybe the younger widows can get inspired by your own experiences and move on. Move on is not only getting married again. Move on is like starting to live, and don't go and lock yourself up even if you don't want to remarry, you must not remarry. But what stops you from even just having a friend, talking to another person? Huh? What stops you from going out? What stops you from, must you only belong to widows meeting? Can you not just belong to another meeting? Can you not just go out? Can you not just go to Kribi on your own? Where is that my ticket? I saw this my ticket today. I'm not a widow, but it just made me feel so good. I took myself out on the 31st of December. Special sense events. I don't know what they were looking for. And then I saw it. How much was this ticket? Was it 16,000 or 10,000 or what? Person sale. Like badge of honor for me. Not even seeing the price. But it was something like that. Or was it even 25? I saved my money. I was like, no. I'm taking myself out. I had a great night. I mean, great. Think of the greatest way. Like, it went great until... Anyway. Now, any man know. Because when you die, you are gone. I don't know whether there's another life over there. So, if you don't live here, you are waiting for over there. Now, you sabi. If you are a widow and you are not living in that kind of bondage, like in-laws are watching, if you just dare go out at 6, come back at 10, where did you go to? I mean, if you are free to gin you your 1 Amstel or 2 Amstel, do it, then you are good. Respect ma. I beg, continue and share so that some other younger widows can be inspired. Don't wear black clothes for 1 year. Then maybe, it's true that you miss the person. Do your widow, cry you the way you want cry, but let it not be because people are looking at you, people are watching, people are taking notes, people are judging, people are, I don't think that is good. I don't think so. Why? Why are you keeping yourself under that kind of bondage? And for some, they will even be complaining, yet they will still be under that bondage. Self-imposed, they're not even imposed by their in-laws anymore. Okay, well, that's what I wanted to share. I've cut light, so let me do some small work before my battery runs out, and then I have to go home. I have this other client at 3 p.m. and then I want to watch the Goreti show today at 8 o'clock. I want to try. After all, tomorrow is Saturday, so it's not like I'm rushing to go to anywhere. I can catch up on my sleep tomorrow. Thank you for joining now, Goreti. Thank you so much, everybody. Mercy, that's our life as women. Miscarry problem. Born pikin die problem. Marry massa die problem. Everything problem. God help us. Where follow massa, talk so you don't want them again problem. Marry massa, divorce problem. Black man is sorry now, laugh. I'm not laughing out of enjoyment. I'm laughing out of sorry. Stay inside the marriage spoil, the man can die problem. Every angle problem. Okay, I'm a lucky woman. That's all I can say. All of these kind of cases just make me realize how lucky I am. Honestly, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm a lucky woman. God is good all the time. Bye-bye.